just got this approved. I wanted to say congratulations, first of all, to Wade for being the first person to spill a drink here.
Get out here, Wade, so we can roast you.
We'll wait. No, just kidding. Anyways, I'm Kyle. I'm Johnny's younger, smarter, taller, better looking. I heard one other one. Did I say smarter, brother? Known Johnny pretty much my whole life. I actually spent about 2 years of my life living down here in Austin. And for a majority of that time, I got the pleasure of living just a couple rooms down from Miss Rebecca here. And truth be told, she's been like a sister to me from day one. I mean, hell, we even fought like brothers. But you know, I got a lot of great memories of being down here in Austin, Texas. And quite frankly, I went through some of the toughest times of my life. And through the highs and the lows, the one constant was Miss Rebecca.
Yay!
I remember getting a call one night and finding out that my mom was diagnosed with colon cancer. And within an hour, I got a knock on my door, and it was Miss Rebecca coming over, checking on me and see how I was doing. And you know, it wasn't too long after that where I was driving my motorcycle home one day, had a guy in a pickup truck that wasn't paying attention and ended up hitting me head on. And wouldn't you know, the first person in the hospital there right by my side was Miss Rebecca. So,
Yay, Rebecca! Yay!
I'm not really proud. I work out, so I'm not really proud. But I mean, seriously, what more could you ask for of the girl that your big brother's going to be spending the rest of his life with? Stop crying. See, he doesn't work out. That's his problem. But seriously, it was funny too. When I was in the hospital, I got my neck brace on. My arms and legs are all wrapped up and elevated, pumped full of drugs. And I'm really just mad at the world. And I think the nurses knew that. I had a nurse come in and she's very hesitant. She goes, "Kyle?" And of course I go, "What?" And she says, "Your girlfriend's here to see you." And I perk up and I go, "My girlfriend?" I said, "That's great. What's she look like?" And sure enough, Rebecca came. So I think she had to tell them that, so I appreciate that. Everything else you do and putting up with my crying brother. Not me, because I work out. But as for John Boy, he, in all honesty, he's also been like a sister to me from day one. This is good. He asked me 2 days ago if I wrote my speech, and I didn't, so this is good. But, you know, anybody that knows Johnny and I growing up knows that our relationship's really just been tough love. And... Excuse me, I'm giving a speech. But our childhood really consisted of Johnny beating me up at free will and forcing me to find more, we'll call them creative ways to get back at him, since I couldn't beat him up back then. You guys are the worst right now. You're not helping me out at all. So I was thinking about some of these times that I was able to get back at him. There was a time that I was driving my four-wheeler home on the frozen lake in the wintertime. I found one spot on the lake that was thin enough for the four-wheeler to break through, which it did. Luckily, I was okay. Work out. But as I walked back to the house and I told my parents about it, I told them that Johnny said it was safe to drive there. So naturally, I come across looking like a saint. And he gets in trouble for that.
And it was brand new.
Did you see what you did? Wade, by the way, we made fun of you for spilling your drink. You're the first one. So everybody, this is Wade.
Hey, Wade!
And then the other time was when we were in high school, Johnny went out and bought this big, 3-4 foot long stuffed teddy bear. And I came up with a brilliant idea that would be where I would hide my, we'll call it tobacco smoking products, which are now legal in Colorado and Canada and California. You get it. And so naturally, when my parents inevitably found them, because what kind of 17-year-old guy has a giant stuffed teddy bear with stuffing pouring out of his spots? Johnny gets in trouble for it, and I come across looking like a saint again. You would think that would stop by the time we got to college. Shaking his head. You would think. Everybody knows Jake knows where I'm going with this one. Everybody knows that when I was in college, I was the most generous person at the bar. I would buy drinks for everybody. Strangers, guys, girls, the whole bar, basically. And a big reason for that was the two main bars that we go to on the University of Minnesota campus. They get so busy at night that when you open up a tab and go up to get some more drinks, they'd only ask for your last name. And so naturally, I would have Johnny go buy the first round of drinks because I know he'd always open up a tab. Always. And he couldn't figure it out for a long time because I'm notoriously frugal, we'll say. Frugal, says that on the microphone. And I would always recommend or volunteer to get the second round, third round, fourth round, all the rounds for the strangers. And there was a lot of mornings in college where Johnny would come out of his room and he'd go, "Man, I really didn't feel like I drank that much, but I got a $300 bar tab." Jake's been there for many of them. And I just sit there and look at him and say, "Yeah, it sucks, man. You gotta get that under control." But on a serious note, Johnny's always pushed me. He's always challenged me. And the reason for that is because he's always wanted what's best for me. I remember when I was in that hospital, after about the third day, I'm sitting there on this bed just being miserable. And Johnny came in and he basically ripped me out of that bed and he said, "Screw this, you're getting up, you're working out." And mind you, at the time, it takes me probably 10 minutes, it takes me probably 10 minutes just to roll out of bed. And here he is, forcing me to work out. And at the time, it takes me 15 minutes out of the bed, so I can't even hardly take a step. But here I got Johnny, my big brother, coming in there, and he's right there by my side, just getting me walking down the hallway with my butt hanging out and but he's right there by my side saying, "Just one more step, you got this." And it sucked, but he's doing it for a reason. He's doing it because he's been doing this his whole life, which was really having my best interest in mind. So thank you for that. And I guess I'll end it with a toast. And I guess my toast is mostly to Rebecca. This is serious, come on. I'll say to Rebecca, on behalf of myself, everybody in the wedding party, and most importantly, everybody here that grew up with Johnny and that's known Johnny over the years, I hope you enjoy growing old with Johnny as much as the rest of us did growing up with him. And I told Shannon, the maid of honor, that I'd mic drop on her if it went well. So, best man out.